Mississippi State, more Cowbell, the Mississippi State podcast. We are coming to you live from the Brandon Walker Smoking Lounge here in the Smokestack in West Point, Mississippi. Right in the wake of a grand slam by freshman Jordan Westberg. Those freshmen aren't over anymore, are they? Jordan Westberg goes deep. I got my man Steve C over here telling me what's happening. I got the TV back here. I got other people over here. Mississippi State 4, North Carolina. Come on, Steve.
Anymore, are they? Jordan Westberg.
Mississippi State 4, North Carolina 1. I got to tell you what just happened. We're watching on a slight delay here, and I've got Mississippi State. I got more Cowbell fans, Steve C over here, and he's basically ruining every play. He's watching on his phone, and he's telling people, oh, this is a ball. Oh, he strikes out. And it's pissed me off several times. But then he looks up and says, you guys are going to like this. And I'm thinking, okay, there's a single coming up. It's going to be 1-1. It's going to be 2-1. And all of a sudden, a hanging breaking ball, and Jordan Westberg goes deep. Mississippi State 4, North Carolina 1. Got to be Jordan Westberg's first hit in the College World Series, right? Every freshman was over the other night. I got to ring the bell. Well, I haven't started the show yet.
It's only the second Grand Slam in history.
Only the second Grand Slam in school history in the College World Series. I wonder who hit the first one. So I apologize for looking back there, but as you can see, the game is back there. So what a way to start. As we go to the bottom of the second. Mississippi State 4, North Carolina 1. In good shape so far. In good shape as Mississippi State looks to take control of the College World Series, or at least this bracket of the College World Series. Vakisha Hodges says, I'm so glad to be back with you, Brandy. I don't know why she called me Brandy. I've been in Mexico, just got back yesterday. I so wanted to know what's going on. Vakisha, you've missed a lot. And Mississippi State still playing baseball, still playing very well. Jay Page and Mike McQueen tell me that Bobby Thigpen hit the first Grand Slam in Mississippi State College World Series history. This being our 10th trip, we've now done it again. Jordan Westberg, the number 9 hitter, I believe, from Mississippi State, or maybe the number 8 hitter. Jordan Westberg hits a Grand Slam. And unbelievable. He is the Banana Man. Yeah, he is. And Sherry Aitman says the same thing, Banana Man. Blake Dees, Hail State from Pistolville, Mississippi. I still think that's made up. I'm not sure Pistolville exists. Hail State Grand Slam says Dickie Delishment. Little Dixon Hamilton, which, what a name. Hail State from Mobile, Alabama. Jordan didn't have to disrespect North Carolina like that, says Blake Moore. And now Kevin Wright says Pilkington just has to throw strikes. No pressure now. I don't know if the pressure's off. The pressure is certainly different. Hike Hike says, so are we keeping the coach? You know, Hike Hike, I know you're in Point City. I know you're a big fan. I know you're always here. I'm not going to talk about who the coach is going to be right after a Grand Slam in the College World Series. Let's take advantage. Let's win this game, and then we'll worry about who the coach is later. The Banana Guy came through, says Lynn Rhodes Gilmer. 0-2, 2-out Grand Slam, baby, says A.J. Whitehead. That was a hanging breaking ball. That was, I'm going to call that a mistake pitch. I don't think he should have done that. I still can't get over it, Steve. I don't know how you maintained your level of calm and allowed us to watch that live the way you did. What network is it on? Shirley Taylor. It is on ESPN2. Hail State from Iuka, Mississippi. Tabo McAnally. All right. So, 120 people on right now. I didn't know. Lewis Williamson says, I have on banana underwear. I don't know why you said that out loud, Lewis. Pistolville is now Guntown. It was called Pistolville in horse and buggy days, Brandon. I did not know that. Did you know Guntown was called Pistolville? You did know that.
Oh, bad.
Okay, yeah. Well, you were still around. Did you help make the decision? Okay. Hail State. That was awesome, says Keon DeJuan Nettles. Grace Thacker, good. The error was made to keep the inning alive. Certainly. The error helped, the walks helped, and set up Jordan Westberg for, I got a feeling, though. It's 4-1, but it's probably going to be one of those games. It might be back and forth, so just get ready. I sat down to eat a sandwich, and he hits a grand slam, rally sandwich. Can we not just attribute rally to every food that we eat now? I'm sure the sandwich was delicious, but I'm about rally bananaed out, and I can't add another food. I don't know how you hire someone who hasn't been to Omaha versus Henderson, who is taking us this far. The kids obviously love playing for him. Blake Dees, the Henderson question will be a relevant question next week. Next week, let's talk about the Henderson question. Let's see how far we get. Let's see how well we do. The Henderson situation will eventually be what John Cohen has to tackle, but right now, Mississippi State in very good shape to continue playing and playing for a national title. And the next question is, so if Cohen keeps Henderson as head coach, does that mean he kept all his lofty promises? I mean, he's coached in Omaha, says Sam Hanwich. Sam Hanwich. Whew. Hail State from Brandon, Mississippi, Josh Slaughter. Hello, Josh. A rally bologna sandwich. Okay, I'd be on board with rally bologna. I'd be fine with that. He deserves a chance, I think, says Hike Hike. Tim Lee says there was adrenaline in that swing. So this is going to be a short show. This is going to be a short show as Mississippi State is playing in the background. I know you guys are watching it. I know you guys are checking everything out right now. So not a whole lot of people here, but I'm going to do a show just for the ones that are here. And then after the game, when it's over, I'll come back and we'll have a post game. I don't know if I'll be here. I'll be in Starkville by that point. I'll probably do it from Maroon and Company if they'll let me. Or the Steve C. Ponderosa, if that's what happens. What channel is the game on? ESPN2 is Rex in Florida. I thought it was on ESPN2. I don't know. We're watching it on Roku. So, way to go, Mr. Banana. Love those dogs from Kewanee, Mississippi. Is that a real place? Kewanee, Mississippi?
Yes, East Meridian.
East of Meridian. Thank you very much. All right, Hail State from Flowwood. Brandon, I have you on the iPad and the game on my laptop while at work. Keon DeWan Nettles, thank you very much. Steve Martin says, I'm firing up the grill with my Omaha steaks. Okay, so we're going to talk about the game a little bit. We're going to talk about a show update. We'll talk about the rest of the week, and then that'll be it. We're not going to do a 2-minute drill because I know you guys want to watch the game. I know you guys want to get to the game as quickly as you can. So I'm just kind of setting up the rest of the day. We'll do about a 10 to 15-minute show, and then that will be it. Turk, I'm ready to go. He can't hear me, or I can't hear him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause 3 seconds, start the show, and we'll be ready to go. More Cowbell, the Mississippi State podcast, presented by SEC Country. That's the loudest cowbell I've ever heard in my life. I did not realize it was that loud. I have one of these bells. Mine is not as loud as yours, Steve. Why is yours so loud? That is ridiculous. Woo, man. But you know what? It has to be a loud one today because Jordan Westberg with a grand slam. Jordan Westberg puts Mississippi State up 4-1 over North Carolina. Got one out in the bottom of the second. North Carolina has a runner on first. I'm watching it just like you're watching it. I know this is unusual, the game being taking place right now. I know that we would rather play last night, but hey, I promised to do a show, so I'm doing a show. I'm going to do this show today for just a little while, maybe a 10 to 15-minute show. We'll talk together. We'll enjoy it. And then later after the game, I'll do a Facebook Live video in the wake of a Mississippi State win, and we'll celebrate together. Now, on today's show, we'll talk briefly about what just happened. I'll tell you about what's coming up the rest of the week for me and the show. I got a brief show update, and that'll be it. We're not going to do a 2-minute drill today because I know there's too much going on. There's too much happening around this team and around this program. Lewis Williamson says my favorite part of that room is the cool as ice poster. So, yeah, you can definitely see the Vanilla Ice poster in the background there. They're big fans of that. I personally like the Jack Crystal picture. I think that's the coolest part of the room. Although the one thing you can't see, which is also a big favorite of mine, is this beauty right here. I love that so much. I love that so much. So just check that out. It's in the background behind me. I'm just going to set it here until I can fix it up. But yeah, beautiful place. I'm in the Brandon Walker Smoking Lounge at the Smokestack in West Point, Mississippi. Listen, if you're going to the games this fall, if you're going to Mississippi State, if you're taking your kids down there to enroll them in school, stop by West Point. They got a great selection of craft beer. They got a great selection of cigars. It's the best craft beer store this side of Mississippi. It's a fantastic place. I'm in the Smoking Lounge in the back room, and we're having a good time today. We'll also be here tomorrow. There won't be a game going on tomorrow, so if you'd like to come, we have couches, we have chairs, we have places for you to sit. If you'd like to come be a part of the show here in West Point, Mississippi, you can do that tomorrow. Now, Mississippi State 4, North Carolina 1. I was a little nervous as the game started. North Carolina scored first. Connor Pilkington did not that sharp in the first inning, but Mississippi State comes to bat. They get a single, they get a walk, they get an error. They load the bases, strikeout. Looks like they might get out of it with nothing. Jordan Westberg comes up, goes 0-2 immediately, and then the pitcher hangs a breaking ball and he deposits it. He hits it way way back in left field over the bullpen, right? It was an absolute bomb. Mississippi State 4, North Carolina 1. Mississippi State in very good shape right now. Pilkington on the mound, 2-2 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. So State has gotten off to a good start here against North Carolina. Obviously, last night, so much rain, so much happened. But, you know, nothing has been ordinary for this team. This team has, I don't know that they've won a game that has started at the regular time. They need a rain delay. They need funny things to happen. And here we go, Mississippi State playing at 10 o'clock in the morning. Of course, if you don't win this one, or if you do win this one, you don't play again until Friday night. So winning this game really sets you up. You get to rest. You get to not worry about the weather. The loser of this game has to play again tomorrow. So winning this game, very, very important, would be the most important win for Mississippi State. Well, in 5 years for sure, and before that, one of the most important wins in school history. State doing well right now, and North Carolina has first and second with 1 out. That's unfortunate. So we're watching on delay. Somebody says there's 2 outs now, so apparently there's 2 outs. So good deal. I have to say we have a studio audience here, and they're not doing very well. And I gotta take time. If you'll just excuse me for just a second. There's a huge State fan, Steve C. There's huge State fan, Phil Patier in the room. There's also an Ole Miss fan in the room. So if you'll just indulge me just for a second. Okay, so Omaha is where they play the College World Series every year. The College World Series puts the 8 best teams in college baseball together to determine national champions, and not just the 8 teams that claim to be the best, and not the ones that claim to throw beer all over each other and, oh, we're so good. But no, the 8 best teams, they play for a national title. So are you good? You caught up? Good. No. So I will be here all week. Well, not all week. I'm going to be here until tomorrow night. I'll be in the smokestack tomorrow, the Brandon Walker Smoking Lounge. I'll also be in Starkville this afternoon. I'm going to be going to Maroon & Company and other places, other sponsorships, other stuff. I'll be in Starkville until at least tomorrow night. So I'm very excited. I'm very happy to be watching this game, to be watching Mississippi State play this game. We're not going to do a long show. I got a couple more things to talk about, and then we'll get off the air. But so the one thing I want to talk about, and I want you guys to listen to me, and hopefully you are listening. If you're not, fine, whatever, I don't care. I need a salesman at More Cowbell. I need somebody who can help me go out and sell this product. I was selling my sponsorship yesterday. I was selling my product. I went out to a sponsor. And the second this prospective sponsor said, I don't know about this, I froze. I was like, I have no idea what to say now. I can talk. I can be the star of the show. I can be the talent. I can be a legend. That's what I am. I'm Brandon Walker. But when it comes to selling, as soon as they said no, I peed my pants a little bit. I was not good. So I need somebody in Starkville who can help me go out to these businesses and help me sell my vision of what More Cowbell is. And I just need somebody that I'll pay a higher percentage than normal. I'm going to be paying 20% on whatever we sell. So please, if you know somebody, email morecowbellshow@gmail.com. morecowbellshow@gmail.com. I would really, really appreciate it. Steve, are we out of this inning yet?
Yeah, no, we're still.
Oh, boy. Oh, Steve, what are you doing? So, if anybody has a mind for selling and a fan of this show, please come back and let me know. morecowbellshow@gmail.com. Facebook.com/The More Cowbell Show. That's what we do every single day. That's where we'll be very soon. That's going to be our launching point as we start this new venture once SEC Country closes very, very soon. Please, Facebook.com/The More Cowbell Show and Patreon.com/More Cowbell. That's where you can pay me to keep doing this. Now, it's going to be a short show today. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and get off now. I'm going to stay on Facebook Live for just a second, for about 5 or 10 more minutes. But only, somebody says, just don't sell your soul, Brandon. Too late for that. It is far too late for that. So we're going to go ahead and get off on the podcast because there's not much I can offer you. There's not much I can add to you. I know you're watching the game. I will say this. As soon as this game is over, we'll go live and we'll celebrate together. My name is Brandon Walker. You've been listening to More Cowbell, the Mississippi State podcast presented by SEC Country. Apparently, we just got out of the inning. Somebody just said we got. Yes. We're out of the inning. Still 4-1.
No,
he strikes out. So we're watching on delay. That's fine. Inside corner for third strike. I call inside corner third strike. That's what I'm calling.
42 pitches.
What if we can get 5 innings out of Pilkington? We're in good shape. If we can get 5 innings out of Pilkington, we'll be in good shape. Miriam Carroll, Blasting Game Walker says, bye, good job. Thank you very much. Pilkington is bending but not breaking yet, says Lance Musgrove. Hey, we get another grand slam, he can bend and break all he wants. If we can come back and get some more runs, we'll have the top of the order. I guess we'll have number 2 hitter coming up to lead off the next inning. Life is good in the future, says Boyd Barnett. Thank you, Boyd. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. And, yeah, we just saw it. Mississippi State out of the inning, 4-1. As we go to the third, I am, about as good a start as you could hope for. As good a start as you could hope for. Our State in control so far. If we can get the bats and get some more runs, you feel really good. Certainly a long game, a long day, but we'll see. I love the confidence BW, but Pilk is going to have to start throwing more strikes. Martin Smith, certainly, but I'm not asking for 9. Just give us 5 innings. Turn it over to Self and France and the bullpen, and I think we'll be in pretty good shape. I hear that Mangum guy is pretty good, Boyd Barnett. Yeah, that's probably right. Hurley, Mississippi, he is really good. He will get 4. That's 4 innings. Sending a sponsor your way, Kelly Carlson, you are my favorite person that I've ever met in my life. I got to tell you, Kelly, if you're sending a sponsor my way who's going to pay me American dollars, you are the real MVP. If Dogs win against North Carolina, they'll win the championship, period, says Don Morgan. I don't know about that. I mean, there's still a long way to go. You're still going to have to – if State gets through this bracket, you're going to be playing a very good team for the championship. You're going to be playing – I'm thinking Arkansas. That's who I think is going to win the other bracket. But I guess that Arkansas-Texas Tech game tonight is very, very important. Florida already with a loss. Texas with a loss. So that'll be the elimination game next. And then tonight's main event will be Arkansas-Texas Tech. But State just has to beat North Carolina. They have to continue the way they've started. Jordan Westberg with a huge hit. Number 9 hitter, freshman. The freshmen go 0 for 15 in game 1. They've already got a grand slam here tonight. They've already got a big-time hit today. Danny E. Pinter says there are no black bears in Omaha. I don't know that that's true. I don't know the native habitat of black bears. At the zoo, possibly, but there could be bears in Nebraska, couldn't there? No, I don't feel like there are bears in Nebraska. Are there bears in Nebraska? No.
They're only eaten by sharks.
Brandon, can I purchase stock in the business? Keon DeWan Nettles, we're not at the investment phase yet. We're at the donation phase. But very, very soon, we'll be figuring out ways to do that. Greg McElroy picked Arkansas, so I'm going with Texas Tech, says Kevin Wright. Kendall Rogers, I saw today. Kendall Rogers, the great D1Baseball.com writer, he came out and said he predicts Mississippi State, Florida, and Arkansas to win today. So he really thinks the SEC is going to flex its muscle today. Off to a pretty good start. I just want to say I'm rooting for you, brother. I wish you well in your future. Jeremiah Body, thank you very much. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. All right. Slowing down a little bit. Hey, Brandon, says Tracy Davis. Hello, Tracy. Good to see you. We only got 62 people here, so I know a lot of people are watching the game. That's a very low number for us, so we're going to get off shortly and let you get back to the game and enjoy it. But I did want to come on and let you guys know we're here. I'm not very centered. There we go. Sell some autographed glamour shots. Would you take an autographed glamour shot? Would you hang it up where you work or at home? Okay, right next to your Hugh Freeze shrine. Okay. Oh boy. 1 out. Yeah, thank you very much. So not a lot going on here on the chat. I know that the game kind of messed us up, but I did want to come on. The reason I want to come on from the smokestack today is to tell you that we're extending the trip by a day, and we'll be back in the smoking lounge tomorrow without a game going on. So I expect big numbers as Mississippi State celebrates a win over North Carolina. I expect people to show up. So thank you for showing up today. Thank you for coming and talking to me. Thank you for all of that. We're going to go ahead and get off now, but I'll see you as soon as Mississippi State ends this game with a win. My name is Brandon Walker. You have been watching More Cowbell, the Mississippi State podcast presented by SEC Country.